How's it going, everyone? I'm the one and only 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿. Welcome back to a new video, and in today's video, we're going to be going over my thoughts on Mayhem 2022 in 3.19 𝙀𝙀𝙋𝘼𝙉𝙿, the most recent instance of Mayhem, and unfortunately, I mean, it's just not as fun as previous leagues. There's a there's a video by 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝙿, another content creator who, he made like a 3.5 minute video talking about it. I highly recommend you go watch it. It kind of summarizes some of the problems that I had, but yeah, I mean, it's just, you can go watch that video as well, but I'll talk about all the problems that I have with it here. And yeah, I just want to talk about my thoughts on Mayhem, and I will show some of the gameplay here in a bit of me and my brother playing it. I'll have it muted in the background, and I'm just going to talk over it. I'm just going to voice over it pretty much. But yeah, I'll show some gameplay of it and everything. I have footage of us over the weekend. My brother and I played up through Act 5, and we just had fun. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about Mayhem. I'm going to talk about the problems that I have with it this time around and what I liked. So if you're new here, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Help the channel grow before 3.20 rolls around. And yeah, I'd love to hear and let me know down below if you enjoyed Mayhem, if you played Mayhem this time around. I'd love to hear from you. So without further ado, let's talk about it. Mayhem, it was a lot of fun, but I think the fact that they added additional difficulty modifiers to it was a mistake. Mayhem in previous instances was just meant to be fun and crazy, just crazy craziness happening, right? You walk into the first area, and I'll go ahead and throw up the footage now. I'll throw up the footage of my brother and I going to the coast. The first area after you leave Act 1 town, the coast, and we had 20 harbingers. Level 1 or level 2, I guess, or something like that. You rock up to the coast, 20 harbingers. I think when we walked out the door, we got flooded by like 2, 3, 4 harbinger enemies. We almost couldn't walk forward. Like, it was crazy. And that was the fun. That was before he and I realized, oh wait, there's difficulty modifiers. What's going on here? And overall, honestly, that wasn't that big of a degen to us. After our builds started rolling a little bit, like once we got to level 12 and I got Lightning Arrow, he got, I forgot what he was leveling with. He was leveling with Rolling Magma for a while, and then he got a different skill, and then he finally got to Armageddon Brand once we reached Act 3, and then Act 4, we got other stuff. Once you got the builds rolling, it's not too bad. Not even with the difficulty modifiers, it wasn't that bad. But all that said, it still did kind of take away from the Mayhem experience. The feeling of, wow, this is crazy. There's 20 Harbingers in this area. There's 20 Rogue Exiles. I really want to take all these out and get a lot of gear and do all this stuff. It just really took away from the experience, honestly, by the fact that there was occasionally an area with +2 projectiles and 40% monster damage, and you just randomly get just exploded in the campaign, as opposed to, like, where I just had the fun of the Harbingers or, 10 breaches or a bunch of strong boxes, right? That's the fun of it. Or the invasion bosses. Additional, 20 invasion bosses is very interesting. It's very cool. You rock up and you see all these unique monsters that you've probably never seen most of before. And it's just a lot of fun. And I really do think they took away from that by adding those additional difficulty modifiers, as 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝙿 said in his video. And they added some that were unnecessary. They added, like, %fizz as extra chaos. Essentially, all they did was make this a private league on a grand scale and add those additional modifiers to it. And then they just checked the boxes and had it randomly pick from the pool. Because fizz as extra chaos is a mod you can check, but they don't even do that in the gauntlet. 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝙿's like baby. His like, this is the most difficult Path of Exile you will probably play, prior to Ruthless coming out and existing, because that's just going to be insane. But like it's Mayhem didn't need to be that. Mayhem is fun. Mayhem is meant to be a fun league. It is meant to be a for fun experience, enjoyed, and just to sit there and go crazy, laugh at yourself getting pinned into a corner by 5 harbingers in the same room. And yeah, I mean, the short of all of this video is I'm not going to play past Act 5. My brother and I made it to Act 6, but I just don't think I'm going to play. If we do play, I'm not going to bother recording it. I'm just going to have some fun with it. If something wild happens, if we end up continuing to play this over the course of this week, I'll make a video updating you all on it. But I was just playing a tornado shot raider. Nothing too special, nothing fancy. I just was literally wanting to play something simple, have a good time, and it was pretty fun. He and I were chatting, having fun, and just, playing some Path of Exile. But yeah, I think that's probably it for the journey of Mayhem. I would love to see if they want to do Mayhem again. Rather than add difficulty modifiers, maybe add additional modes and things. They had Delirium in here, and basically that's, usually weird because normally you can't encounter Delirium until Act 8, Act 9, or maybe, I don't remember when you can encounter Delirium. Is it Act 6? I don't remember. I know Delirium is one of those that you encounter much later normally, but you were getting Delirium as a possibility in Act 1. And that was fun. That was cool. It was cool to see. Do that. Add in more game modes to Mayhem, where it has a possibility. Have it where it spawns, like, I don't know, 5 blights in an area. You have all this access to all this game content. Have it spawn, 5 blights, 5 legion monoliths, 5, whatever. You have access to all of these mechanics and in like just all these things. Put that into the game. Put more Mayhem into it. Hell, if you want to really dial up the craziness, I don't know if this will be possible on the back end. Start putting a pair of mechanics. Start putting, like, once you get to maps, you put 2 random mechanics, 20 harbingers and 20 tormented spirits show up, or 20 harbingers, 5 blights, you know what I mean? Something like that. 20 rogue exiles, 20 invasion bosses, and you're just like, oh my god, what is happening right now? Because you're just encountering all this wildness. Don't put difficulty modifiers in there. That just takes away. It's just a detractor. I feel that it was completely unnecessary. And so now, beyond this point, I will pretty much, if there are any highlights that I wanted to show, I will... I'm not going to even bother with it. Really, my brother and I were just leveling through Act 5, so it's not really... There's nothing really that special that happened. There were no standout drops. There was nothing crazy. There was no divines. There was no tabulas. So I'm not gonna push y'all through all that. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Once again, I really appreciate you all watching. And comment down below. Let me know, did you enjoy Mayhem? Did you play Mayhem? Did you not enjoy Mayhem? And what would you like to see for it in the future? Do you like my idea of them putting 2 mechanics in an area at once, or doing stuff like that? What would be your suggestions for how to fix Mayhem? Let me know. If I like your comment, I'll give it a little heart. And I really do appreciate you all being here. And I will see you in a new video tomorrow. Have a great day.